In the movie The Wedding Banquet, when Simon meets Wei Tong's parents for the first time, he gives Wei Tong's parents a blood pressure monitor and an anti-aging face cream to show respect for his lover's parents, and says directly to Wei Tong's father, "You have a bad heart and high blood pressure. With a blood pressure monitor, you can save for a rainy day." And to Wei Tong's mother, he says, "This is a facial cream for older women. It can prevent facial sagging." This behavior of Simon, thought not malicious, made both Wei Tong's parents very embarrassed. The gifts are fine, but the explanation about the gifts is totally inappropriate. This is a different contextual culture and gift-giving culture between Chinese and America. Chinese culture is a high-context culture. When people are more subtle and euphemistic in conversation when interacting with each other for the sake of harmony in interpersonal relationships. Western culture is a low-context culture, where people impress themselves in a straightforward way instead of beating around the bush. Additionally, China has a different gift-giving tradition. Firstly, most Chinese people value the price of the gift. The value of the gift represents to some extent the sentiment of the giver. Beyond the value, it also depends on your relationship with the person, how well you know their performances, and why you are giving the gift. When you give the gift, generally, no matter what you give, how expensive the gift is, we will always say something like, "It is not expensive, please receive it." "This is a small gift of my appreciation, please accept it," to show courtesy and not being too much pressure on the receiver. When people get the gift, they will not open it in front of the giver. It is rude to do that. Finally, let's talk about the taboos for gift giving. Although modern people do not care much about it, traditionally, Chinese people would not give the following as gifts. First, shoes. This implies that the person received the gift will die. Second, wind chimes, which means that your friendship will float away with the wind. Next, clock. In Chinese, clocks are called zhong, which is the same sound as zhong, the end, which also means people who receive the gift will die. Knife feels like you want to break up with someone. If you send fruit, you'd better send an even number rather than an odd number. The Chinese believe that pears means happiness, and meanwhile, don't give pears as a gift, because it is the same sound as the parting away. Li seems like li, which means the person will eventually leave you. In addition, there are some customs in different parts of China. One interesting example is in southern China, where they love to gamble, like Guangdong, Hong Kong, and Macau. So you cannot send a book because the word for book, shu, sounds like shu, to lose, which could indicate losing in gambling. The final example is that it is implied to give old stuff as a gift, which is very impolite and will make people think you are too cheap to buy new gifts.